Hello and welcome to Bits of Java. Today we're going to insert a new item into an array. Here we have an array of pirate noises, this array of strings. We have R, Yar, and Gyar. Its current size is 3, although it can hold 5 items, so there are 2 null values to the right. Now we want to insert the pirate noise ahoy at index 1. So that means we have to make room for it by taking yar and this becoming index 2. We want to insert the ahoy right here at a new index 1, make that an index 3, make that an index 4, and we've shifted everything over. So to do that, how do we insert this? We have to move yar to the right, move yar to the right, and move null to the right. But if we do that in that order, if I move yar to the right, it's going to say yar over there. And now if I then do the same thing and move this to the right, now null is going to say yar as well. And the same thing at the end. And then it's going to have an entire array filled with yars, which is not what we want. So shifting to the right, going from the beginning doesn't actually work. What we have to do is start at the end. So if I start at the end, I need to pull this null over here, and that's fine. I'll just copy null to null. Now I'll pull gyar over to here. Then I'll pull yar over to here. And now everything has been shifted, and if I replace this with ahoy, it will have kept our original values. So how do we go ahead and do this? Loop from the back, and then shift to the right each time through. Let's try coding it. So starting at the end, we want to start at I equals r dot length minus 1. So that's starting at the very end. We're going to keep going as long as I is greater than or equal to the desired index, and then go backwards. So now let's shift the item to the right. Now here we're starting at the end, so this is going to be at index 4 right now. So when we are at index 4, we want to take the item that's at index 3 and push it to 4. So that is going to be shifting r at I minus I is that of r at I minus 1. Now this will move the assign the value at 4, the one that's at 3, and then assign the value at 3, the one that's at 2, etc. But when do we stop? Here we're saying we're stopping at the index. So stopping at 1, when I is 1, we are saying take the value at I and move I minus 1 to here. So that would actually shift the R as well, which we don't want to do. So if we start at the end, then we need to actually stop before we get to our desired index, because it's when we got to 2, we're shifting the desired index over to the right. So lastly, once we've shifted everything, we can then set the value at, not I, at index, the desired index, to the item. So let's go ahead and try it out now. So let's compile it and run it. And there it is. Oops, there it is. So what we had before, r, yar, gyar, and 2 nulls, we shifted all those over. We replaced that last null, and here is ahoy right where it needs to be. Or excuse me, ahoy!